2 days after last time my father spoke to us, we spoke with our mother, and we told her what advice my father give us. We aren't used to hiding anything from her. She was surprised. Because this was the first time he did, in conjunction with the weekend, we decided to go out for a walk, but provided my dad goes with us. Perhaps it's an opportunity to resolve disputes between our parents. After trying to convince him, he finally agreed. On the morning of the next day, my mother woke up early and woke us up. But my father kept sleeping. I went to wake him up. After multiple attempts, Dad got up and said, "Isn't early?" I said, "Father, get up early and be on time 10 minutes before. Did you forget that? This was among your advice to us. Come on, Dad, we'll go out now." He looked at me, and then got up without saying anything. Afterwards, we got in my mom's car, and we drove off. We got to the right place, then the first thing my father did, he took a cigarette to smoke. Suddenly, I took it out from his hand, then he said, "What are you doing?" I answered him, "Stay away from smoking, or no matter how much you think it makes you feel comfortable. The truth is, that it will harm you financially, and morally as well." "You forget, that's what you say, Dad." Then I went on, without giving him a chance to say anything. And what I did, make my mom so happy. We were headed to the beach. On the way, we went to the supermarket, to buy the tools we needed, swimwear, food, etc. My dad tried to get away, because he knows he's gonna pay for the collectibles. My brother took expensive bathing suits, but my dad was trying to take him someplace cheaper, but my brother refused. Then he burst into his face and said, "Did you forget that you told us? Don't buy the cheap tools. As long as they are cheap, they are not good." My father was shocked by what he heard, and he didn't know how to answer. My mother realized the situation and said, "Son, you don't have to buy expensive things, saying they're good. There may come a time you have no money, so you better live on your budget." Then my brother was eventually convinced. We got what we needed at the supermarket, and we continued. We arrived at a restaurant near the beach. While we're having breakfast, so a lady screams the loudest in the face of her husband. She was swearing at him, and then my dad said, "Did you see what I told you? If you want to get married, choose your wife carefully, because she's responsible for 80% of your happiness or unhappiness." But this time, my mother answered him. She said, "You're all right. But also one of the worst forms of parental injustice, is their search for a good wife for their bad son." My father felt embarrassed in front of us. "It's like my mom means it." So I took my brother and we went to play. Is an opportunity to resolve disputes between them. What I found out, from all this, is, whatever you think you're right, you might be wrong. Also, Dad's advice is valuable, but Mom's words make sense, logical, and realistic. Everything has its opposite. Don't think you're always right about what you say. It's just your perspective, or as you can see from your experiences in life. Don't be an example by what you say, but by what you do. Be your child's role model. Be your child's teacher. Spend more time with your child. Be responsible for your actions first and always. Without your wisdom and guidance, they'll be lost. You always make them feel special, taught them how to be strong and kind. Finally, remember, no one can give what he doesn't have.